Lotus's new car is going down, down. It's called the 311. Okay. Get it? Mercedes updates their little A-Class with a little extra sassiness. And the new Cadillac crossover was caught undisguised in New York City, AK. Yeah. Plus, does Lexus have a new IS with a turbo? Oh, for show. And it's Monday, folks. So we have Commenter of the Week. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Derek D. Hope you had a great weekend. But your Monday just got better because you're watching Fastlane Daily. That's why. Right, Erica?
Right.
Lexus has a new IS sedan they'd like to sell you. This one has a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, good for 242 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of.
Sure.
That's right, Erica. You get an 8-speed automatic transmission that gets the IS 200T, T for turbo, to 60 in the same time it takes to count to 7 seconds. And top speed is topping out at 143 miles per hour. I would imagine that's limited. Fuel economy is pretty good too, at 33 miles per gallon combined. The IS 200T will go on sale in Europe first in September before coming over here to the good old US of A. America. Erica. Right?
Right.
Yeah. Remember how we were saying Cadillac had a new crossover on the way that would replace the SRX? Of course you do. Well, the replacement, the XT5, has been spotted right here in New York City, home of Fastlane Daily, AK?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Without any disguise on it. The XT5 will go on sale early next year, and whether or not you like the styling, well, that's just up to you. The front definitely incorporates the latest Cadillac design styles, as seen on models like the new CTS and CT6 sedans. The overall size and shape is similar to the SRX, but the rear and character lines are a lot more bold, I would say. A new 3-liter V6 engine will be on board at the launch with 335 horsepower. Looks good though. It's almost just like it's like mini Escalade-ish to me. Not a bad thing. You know, looks good. I wasn't a big, huge fan of the SRX. This looks better.
Okay.
Okay, he's right, Erica. Mercedes has introduced the facelifted 2016 A-Class. Of course, this information is more for our European friends. The styling changes are minimal, including updated bumpers, new grille, and optional LED headlights. Inside, the cabin has been updated to match the CLA. And the infotainment system now supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Now, I won't bore you with the engine details, except for the A45 AMG, whose turbocharged 4-cylinder now makes a massive 377 horsepower, which before was pumping out 355 horses, so it's a nice little jump. Zero says what's up to 60 miles per hour in just 4.2 seconds, and the suspension has been updated as well. A 395 horsepower AMG S version may also be coming down the road. Pretty badass little hatch there. But as I said before, we aren't getting it here. It is nice though. It's sharp. All right, after a whole lot of teasing, Lotus has finally revealed its new model, which is calling it the fastest production car yet, their fastest production car yet. The 311 will come in road and racing versions, and it will challenge cars like the BAC Mono, Ariel Atom, and KTM Crossbow. Both versions of the 311 weigh around 2,000 pounds, and both are powered by a 3.5-liter supercharged V6, good for 450 horsepower. Yeah, that's a lot because that gives it an amazing power-to-weight ratio and helps it get to 60 miles per hour in less than 3 seconds. Whoa. The street car gets a 6-speed manual, while the racing spec uses a 6-speed sequential gearbox. 311 examples will be built. It's called 311. 311 will be built. And since they only will be sold in Europe, the prices are listed at 82,000 euros for the road version and 115,200 for the racing one. And whoa, green and yellow is the color of this Lotus car. Whoa. Right? You know what song I'm talking about, right?
Yep.
It was a stretch.
Yep.
You guys know what time it is. AK.
It's Commenter of the Week time, Derek D.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Commenter of the Week. Comment our show. Yeah, Commenter of the Week.
Comment
Nice. Good one. All right, so last week we had the discussion about if someone would buy a car based on just the infotainment system. And one commenter, I think, summed it up pretty well. FLD fan Trey Perry here said, I would never buy a car because of the infotainment system. However, I would absolutely decide against a car due to a poor infotainment system, kind of like a benchmark. If it meets a certain standard, I accept it and it has no other influence. But if it doesn't meet the standard and is just, all around awful, I would look at other cars. Well, I'd say that's well said there, Trey Perry. It makes perfect sense. It is 2015 and technology needs to be held at a certain standard. Sure, I wouldn't buy a car just because of the infotainment system, but I definitely would veer away from a car if the system was a crappy one. Now, this applies to like my everyday driver and a car I would use on a regular basis. I mean, if you're getting a car and you just want it for the track, or you want to modify it yourself, you don't even care if it's just a regular, AM, FM radio in there, then this wouldn't necessarily come into play, especially if you don't plan on using it that often, right? So I think this is where most people fall into, not basing the cars they buy on the infotainment system, but if the system isn't good, that is a big factor if the person will get it or not. I think that's safe to say everyone kind of agrees with that. You need good technology in your car nowadays, that's a given. And if it's wonky and slow, it's just annoying. So there you have it. Thanks for the comment, man. We do appreciate it. All right. Our FLD question of the day is, what is your favorite automotive technology that came out in the last 10 years? So, hey, if we're just going to go the technology route here, I'd say Bluetooth and hands-free. I remember how cool it was to call someone through the car.
Right.
When I first did it, I was like, this is awesome. Never. What about you, AK?
I like the Bluetooth feature, but I also like GPS.
Oh, the navigation.
Yeah.
And navigation systems are a lot better now than they were even just a few years ago. They used to be kind of wonky and slow. Also, iPod connectivity, music in your car. Especially, and that all falls with Bluetooth too, because you could Pandora right in your car.
I remember how happy I was like 8 years ago when they had a jack in the car, an
Oh, yeah.
auxiliary jack just for like an iPod.
Yeah, just auxiliary. Yeah, but now it plugs in and you get all the information on the screen, or it's just wireless, which is great. Engine-wise, I'd say how much power they're able to give four-cylinder turbo engines these days. We just talked about one with 377 horsepower. I mean, that's pretty good, and it keeps a solid fuel economy rating. So let's know what you guys think. Use hashtag FLD, Q of the D, and send your own in too.
Tips@FastlaneDaily.com.
There it is, AK. Thank you. And that is going to do it for Fastlane Daily today on this Monday. I'm Derek D. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will talk to you tomorrow. And if you haven't followed us on our social media and all that stuff, just do it. All right? Just do it. Do it!
There it is.
There it is. 311. We could have a car called the 711.
I was going to say, 7-Eleven sounds better.
Yeah.
Get some taquitos.
Taquito?
Also, it's pronounced because, not because.
It's all how you want to
It
say
ends
it.
with an SC, not a Z.
It's all how you want to say
in
it.
New Jersey.
All right, cut.
Cut.
Ow, we're living in the fast lane, baby.